Hey, what's up everybody? This is Molina93 here. Today is going to be my reaction to Angry Video Game Nerd Nintendo Power Episode 33. And this was requested by Retro Guy 96. So a big shout out to you, buddy. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. GameTrailers.com. By the way, this is a higher quality version. Wow, look at all these magazines and the consoles.
Ass!
Oh my god, that was a surprise.
It's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass.
He'd rather have a buffalo, take a diary and dump in his ear.
He'd rather
He was eating the shorts, oh my god.
of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the
Is that Jason?
gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd.
I do remember the Power Glove though.
Angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
I liked how he used the Hadouken.
Get the power.
Nintendo Power! I do remember this.
The clues that you can use. Nintendo power. Higher and higher. Fighting your way through enemy fire.
Yeah, this song is fire though. Yeah, the memories of Nintendo Power. I used to have one of these magazines, and my
Time
older
to
brother
chill out.
subscribed
Nah,
to
don't
the
worry, I'm not
Nintendo
going
Power
mellow
to
on
get the
you or anything
magazines.
like that. And next time it's going to be a game review again.
Okay.
But for now, I just want to take you back to one of the most important parts of my childhood, Nintendo Power. You know, today there's internet.
So many
Anything
good
you want to
memories.
know about any game, you just look it up. But back then, your only source information was magazines like Nintendo Power.
Yeah,
If
back
you
then
had a
there was no
subscription,
internet.
You were the man. One of your friends will be breaking their balls to beat some game, and you'll be like, "Oh, I know how to beat that game," or "I know a code." That's because you
Well,
had the
all
power.
because of a magazine.
Nintendo Power, motherfucker.
Yep.
When it landed in my mailbox, issue 1 was the most mind-blowing thing I've ever seen. Just opening up a page to
I
a map
imagine
of
that.
Metroid, it was so helpful. That
I
game
do
made
agree.
you feel like a rat in a maze. Then there was the Super Mario Brothers Unlimited 1-Up trick, the famous Contra code that gets you 30 extra lives.
Up,
and how
down,
to
down,
skip
left, right,
Zelda's
left,
second
right,
quest.
VA start.
All in this groundbreaking issue, from front cover to back, it is absolute classic. The one thing that used to piss me off was the NES Achievers section. It's just a bunch of nerds showing off their high scores. But how do you prove it? You gotta take a photo of your screen. And nobody really knew how to do that. I mean, remember, there were no digital cameras back then. So you take
Yeah.
the picture of your screen, you have no fucking clue what it looks like, and there could be like
And there were
20
no
other
selfies
pictures on
back
the roll.
then.
So you either have to like waste them all or wait till it gets finished. You get your mom or dad to take it to the store to get the picture developed. It comes back, and what does it look like? It looks like fucking
Oh,
shit.
it looks
So,
horrible.
Nintendo Power printed some guidelines basically saying, look, dumb shits, this is how you do it. And if my game said cheese, I think I'd shit my pants. And if I was wearing that, I'd have problems. Nothing brings back memories like breezing through an issue of Nintendo Power. Remember when
Oh,
the
yeah.
Nintendo 64 was
Diddy
the
Kong with
Nintendo
the thumbs up.
Ultra 64?
Yep, I do
when
remember
the
that.
piece of shit Virtual Boy was called the VR32?
I didn't
Remember
know
the
that because I
NES
never had a
Satellite
Virtual Boy.
or the SNES Catapult? Remember Star Fox 2, the game that never saw the light of day?
Until
Remember
now
reading
with the
about
Super
new
NES
shows
Classic.
coming out like Captain N and the Super Mario Brothers Super Show? Remember
Yep.
that shitty movie The Wizard and that
Nope.
fucking dumbass Super Mario Brothers
Oh,
movie?
yeah.
Man, I remember reading about that
Horrendous
and being so
movie.
excited. I couldn't wait to see that movie. But it was just like waiting for a buffalo to take a shit all over your face. Another thing powerful
Thank God
about
we
this
got a
magazine
new
was the
Mario
power
movie
to
that
know
is
what games
miles
were
better
coming
than
out.
that.
But only if we could
crap.
read between the lines, we would know how shitty they'd be. This one says, in-depth playing tips on the horrifying sequel to Castlevania. This one says Back to the Future has that distinctive LJN style and an interesting timer. Wow, they knew it was bad. Another classic
Yeah.
section was the top 30, in which
I
they
imagine
list the
that.
most popular Nintendo games. I don't know what Ninja Turtles was doing at number 1 for so damn long. But anyway, It was only NES.
I
for
do
a
agree
while,
on Super
but
Mario
then
Brothers
they started
3.
doing the top SNES and Game Boy games. They even had a top 5 for Virtual Boy. That's just hilarious because that's almost the whole library of games for that fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
The covers were always exciting to look forward to. This one gave kids
covers look
nightmares
awesome.
and parents complained. I thought it was awesome. And I never noticed
That
that
didn't look
face
scary
in the
to me.
background till today. This one's cool because it's an owl, and owls are cool. But this one really sucks. Why is it all gray?
I don't know.
What the fuck kind of cover is this?
Mega
Oh.
Man X.
Well, what the fuck? The illustrations were awesome too. Even if I didn't have the game, it was fun just looking at the pictures. Here's a
Of
page
course.
on Clash.
That's what I
AVGN.
did back in the
Just
day.
a nice page, everything's fine. But then there's something that bothered me. What's this? He's flipping the bird. He's giving the finger. And I'm not making this up.
Well, I think he's just
Well, this one's
doing
kind of
like this.
intimidating. I mean, what's Dracula's problem?
I don't know. That smile though. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
Speaking of illustrations,
Oh my
there were
God.
also the comics. Howard and Nestor were classic. Usually it would relate to a new game that was coming out, like this
I
one's
think I
about
do remember
Castlevania
Nestor.
2. It even makes mention of that weird tornado thing. There's also a Tetris comic, Battletoads, Zelda, Mario, Star Fox, Metroid, Shadows of the Empire, and Killer Instinct.
Cool.
The ads were kind of weird. This kid better be careful not to get those games wet.
But
Actually, those
why are
games
you
suck ass, throw 'em to
surfing
sharks.
with
Wow,
all
there
the
you
games?
go. Huddle around the phone. Charge your parents' phone bill up the ass. Unmask
I mean,
the
just to
power
get the
animal in
attention,
you.
though,
Uh-oh, here we
guess,
go.
I mean-
And radicalize your game with a subscription to Nintendo Power. Holy shit, will it make me grow claws like that? You know
I
it's
guess.
gotta be awesome when you're flying a Jeep through space going apeshit with Nintendo controllers.
Only one
This
can
one's
dream
so
of.
weird. Somebody actually wrote a letter asking, "Did you really freeze a Super Nintendo? I'd love to know." The answer,
yeah, me too.
Jay, the wonders of special effects and photographic tricks. The answer that you're looking for is no. The block of ice is actually just a plastic shell. It's way cool though, huh? As Nintendo
I
Power
guess.
progressed, the ads went from being weird to just being fucking disgusting. Why the hell is there a picture of a jar of toenail clippings in a video game magazine?
That's
what
disgusting.
were they thinking?
I don't know.
Now, here's the worst one yet. It's some old creepy bitch holding a log of shit.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Imagine
one
that on
ad
this
was
school.
so gross, I stapled the page shut. I'm actually not joking. Then this one just shows a hurl bag. Yeah, that's great. That just sums up how I feel about the whole situation. Nintendo Power. Don't open unless you got a barf bag.
I mean, why they put those images on the magazines? I mean, I don't get it.
Each issue always came with a poster. As you can
wants to
see,
see
I
that
still
on the
have them on my
magazines?
walls, but each one represents frustration. Getting these things out without ripping the fuck out of the poster is just a real shit.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Ah, that's the most frustrating part. Oh my God.
Eventually, they started putting staples in the posters. Fuck! Piece of shit.
Who was an idiot
Besides the
who
posters, there's a
decided
lot
to
of
put those
stupid
staples
shit,
on?
like this Donkey Kong iron-on T-shirt.
Does it work though? I'll take that as a no.
This weird scratch and sniff Earthbound thing.
Because this game stinks.
Oh, it stinks! Then there was also these
Really?
cards in the back. I mean, what's the point?
I
Star
don't know.
Fox looks fucking pissed. Speaking of Star Fox, there was also this fighter jet paper cutout model. Then there are
Yeah,
those
that
magic
looks
eye
confusing, though.
pictures. You're supposed to stare at this thing and see Mario or something. I don't see shit.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
also
either.
a contest in every issue. Grand prizes
I don't know
will
what's the
include
point.
a sneak showing of the Ninja Turtles movie, a chance to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, to win Bill and Ted's phone booth, to win a Street Fighter II arcade machine, to dig up dinosaurs,
Those
or to be an
promotions
extra in
sound
The
nice.
Mask 2. The Mask 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great prize. That movie never got fucking made, unless you count Son of Mask, but that wasn't until about 10 years later.
That
And
could've
did they
been
give
better
the
than
winner a
this
rain
piece
check
of
for
shit.
that? To be in a movie with a computer-generated baby, or any of the other sequels to Jim Carrey movies that don't have Jim Carrey? Then there's this
Yeah.
prize. It's just plain weird. Have you ever dreamed of yourself in a tropical paradise, surrounded by sea and sand, a volcano rising at your back? Well, not if it's erupting like in the picture. It's tropical, dude.
Yeah, I would not go
There's
to a
the sun.
beach
I
near
don't
the
really see
volcano,
sun.
though.
There's fun. Oh, that's where the fun is, right there. Surf. Okay. You're right there. Okay. Sand. Well, that is definitely sand. And trees. Yep, there are trees.
Yeah, I'm
all
imagining
over
right
the place.
now the beach.
There's also a contest to design enemies for future Mega Man games. Some of the entries would include Balloon Man, Sun Man, Yo-Yo Man,
Yeah, some of
Spring
these
Man,
bosses
Magic
were a
Man,
thing.
Clock Man, Whip Man, Spook Man, Clown Man, and the only two female characters were Mega Woman and Mega Girl. Then there's Weasel Letta and Terror Teddy?
That looks
What the
like
fuck? Nintendo
that looks
Power
like a
was
boss
great,
from
but
Conker's
as it
Bad
went
Fur
on,
Day.
they made some dumb
That's
decisions.
what
It was really
reminds
nice when
me
the
of.
spines were all numbered, so I can easily organize all the issues. But then, what the fuck? That's so
I don't know.
inconvenient. I mean, some of them didn't even have the number on the front cover. You had to open it to find out. Then they
Stupid.
came back to their senses and brought the spines back with a picture of Mario.
That looks
Way
cool,
to
though.
go, above and beyond. So, let's read some letters. Here somebody asks, do your Nintendo tapes only last 5 years? Does it matter if you set them on chairs or if you put the controllers on the floor?
Mm,
Here's somebody sending a recipe for Mike Tyson's
Kool-Aid.
punch. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and oh my god, here we go. We got a Zelda rap. It's a Legend of Zelda and it's really bad. The creatures in the game are really rad. This sounds familiar.
I think
Alright,
I've
now
heard
we
of
got
it
some
somewhere.
Mario jokes. Why did Mario cross the road? Because he couldn't find a warp zone. What kind of fish would dare to attack Mario? A barracuda.
What?
How does Mario know what will happen in the future? He uses a Luigi board.
I don't get it.
Alright, now we got some Zelda jokes. How did Link win the basketball game for his team? He used his hook shot. What did Zelda tell Link when he
who
couldn't
came up
unlock
with
the
all these
door?
jokes?
Triforce. What did Link say to Ganon when he captured Zelda? Leave her alone. Okay, here's a really weird one. If Mario Paint has 41,664
None of them were funny, though.
dots available, judging from page 112
They were just
of the
cringe.
Mario Paint Player's Guide, and 15 different colors to choose from, then did you know that there are a total of 978857121979410 different
Oh my
possible
God.
images to create on a single page? That's a lot, eh? Just
Yep.
thought I'd tell you. Thanks, Ian. That's certainly some useful information. Now we got some complaints. The game I purchased that was completely different than I expected was Rambo for the NES. I saw him firing a machine gun on the package and it looked really cool, so
Yeah,
I
the
bought
cover
it. When
lies
I
to
got
you.
home, I started to play the game.
Don't
It
judge
was
by its
boring.
cover.
All you do is walk around and fight with a knife. The only enemies I met were spiders, gorillas, bugs, etc. Tell me about it. We'll get to that one sometime. Ooh, here we go.
That sounds like a
I
bad
once
game.
bought a game from a friend called Fester's Quest. I was expecting a great game after reading about it at Nintendo Power, but even with the magazine at my side, it took me 2.5 hours to make it to the first boss, and another 2 to make it to the second. You want to know
I feel
about
sorry for
Fester's
that
Quest?
person who experienced that.
Next time. Oh, here's a good complaint. So, nice names, guys. Mario 64, Super Mario Kart 64, Pilot Wings 64, Wave Race 64, Killer Instinct 64, and the list goes on. Yeesh.
Yeah,
I'm not really
some
mad, but I
titles
think
have
you guys
64
could
on
at
them.
least put some effort into the names of the games. He totally has a good point, but here's the response. So you're saying you wouldn't be in favor of our plan to rename the magazine Nintendo Power 64? Wow, what an asshole. It is quite apparent what an active and important role marketing plays in the video game industry. I have to wonder what you are thinking when marketing the Nintendo 64 to elementary school gamers. You risk alienating gamers 15 and up. You should target older gamers because you'll also target younger ones, since
I
the
agree.
audience perception of coolness often depends on what the older teenage audience thinks is cool. I agree. And the response?
Yeah.
Your suggestion inspired us to target more teens with our marketing. So tune in to a very special episode of Friends this week to see... Okay, here's my letter. Dear Nintendo Power Editor, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, the same question I have.
Nintendo Power. Get the clues that you can use.
Nintendo Power.
Higher and higher, fighting your way through enemy fire.
Yeah, some of these images look cool. And some of the advertisements, though. Okay, though. So there you go, guys. That is my reaction to Angry Video Game Nerd Nintendo Power Episode 33. A good episode, actually. I mean, it was most of a chill episode, seeing all these magazines, but it has some funny moments, what I've seen. I mean, it's a fun episode. I mean, it's cool to cover something that is not video games entirely and something else, like the magazines. I do remember Nintendo Power. It's cool to see some of the images on the magazines and some of the guides that help you on the games, and also looking at the promotions and looking at the upcoming games that are about to come out on years or months. But I don't know why some of the editors decided to put some of the weird stuff on some of the magazines that don't make any sense. I mean, what is the point of putting some of the disgusting stuff in there? And also some of the weird stuff that don't make any sense. But oh well, I mean, just to bring attention though, I guess. But yeah, I did enjoy this episode and hope you guys did enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you want to check out Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd, and the episode, I'll put the links of the description below, and better subscribe to him. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come for you guys to enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and a like button below. And comment in the section below, what do you guys think about AVGN's Nintendo Power episode? Do you like it or not? It is your choice. So, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Peace. Just like that.